Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle Spieler. I am an over 25-year professional makeup artist, and I'm the creator of Mature Makeup Masterclass, so check that out. That link is always in my description or bio or at the top of my YouTube page. You can always find my link, and it is 23 classes on mature techniques, so check it out. There's a quick intro video. Costs nothing to check it out. So I am in my new home in Nashville and tons of boxes. Just have not even started. Haven't even started. I stacked these. I had 3 of these. I stacked these, and now there's one back here, and I'm building a 4th one. So I'll have these stacked for all my traditional makeup. But look, all my Saint makeup fits right in this simple thing because it's just palettes, right? So real quick, today I wanted to do my September concealer competition. On TikTok, I spent the month of September testing out different concealers until I came with a winner. I have one on today. It looks very pretty. It really does. It's just, I'm not a concealer person. And if you look really, really close up, well, it does look really pretty close up. It actually looks really pretty close up. But it is kind of settling into my pores. So I put it all over my nose and kind of on my inner cheeks, and it's under my eyes. And it's very skin-like, very pretty. I've done the wear test, so you'll see. So this video today, just because I'm not unpacked yet, I wanted you to see all the TikToks that I did on the huge concealer competition that I did in September. And let me know if you've tried any of them. And if the concealer you love did not make my video, it's because I already know it and like it. Like Kosas wasn't in my September videos because I've loved Kosas for years. I love Kosas concealer. It's a serum concealer, but I was really trying more of the newer ones. And anyway, I'll be interested to see what you think and if you've tried any of them. But I will say, I don't want to give too much away, but it kind of came down to a tie. But I feel like I still have to get a better color in one of the formulas. I just have to get a better color. So watch this. Let me know what you think. And if you love concealer, this video is for you because I found a pretty perfect concealer. Now, I don't love concealer as much as I love my Demi. I would prefer to color correct around my eye. But again, like I said, look at this. This is very beautiful. But I've only had it on under an hour, and a lot of concealers are really beautiful the first hour or two, and then they start to dry down and they start to get cakey and they start to get in your fine lines. Look at his Halloween necktie. Is that funny? So anyway, that's what you're going to be watching, about maybe 6 TikToks that I did in September. I could have done more, but remember I went to Hawaii to take my mom's ashes. Quick update, we are absolutely loving Nashville. We love it. My daughter's skating every day. We just are not even close to being unpacked. We need to paint. We need all new flooring, and that is not going to happen in the next couple months. I am having this huge foyer painted. It looks like a pretty grayish color right now, but much of the day that wall turns kind of like a pinky violet, and I cannot stand it. I cannot stand it. So this wall too, like it looks really warm and beigey grayish, but I don't know, can you see right here? I don't know, it starts to get kind of pink, and at night it gets kind of violet, and I just hate it. So I'm going to be I have someone coming to paint my foyer on Monday. I'm going to try to get back to all my usually scheduled YouTubes next week. In fact, not try, I'm going to. I will have my Saint video on Wednesday night, and I will have my traditional video next Saturday. So you can count on that. I'm not going to let anything get in the way of that. I need to do my YouTubes and get back to that. Real quick, I wanted to say thank you so much to my friend Jennifer Moss. these are just people who I met online who have become true friends, and like we pray for one another. But she sent me this really adorable, I was in Hawaii when Saint did these little quad palettes, and she got a quad because she ordered 4 eyeshadows, and she said she wanted me to have this. So sweet. And she sent me my favorite Stands Out sponge because she got it on one of those Amazon Prime deals. And then she sent me this daily gratitude journal, and I think this is perfect for my new life here in Nashville. I'm really excited about that. So thank you, Jennifer. And then my friend Karen, oh my gosh, my friend Karen, she sent me these really cool, they're called African like washcloths, but they are really nice in the shower for exfoliating. Like, ooh, even right now I can really feel that. So they're for your body. They say do not use them every day because that's how well they work. So, you know, maybe once or twice a week, but we can keep these in our shower. And, you know, I don't know if you ever use a scrub in the shower and then afterwards it leaves kind of a slippery film on the bottom of your shower or bathtub, and it can be quite dangerous. So I'm going to really love these just for exfoliating all the dead skin on my body, especially as we start to get into cooler months. Okay, so that's it for now. Enjoy the concealer video. Please let me know in comments what your favorite concealer is. And let me know one that you wish I had tested out, because I can do some more tests going forward. I really can. But if it's an older concealer that's been around for a long time, like I have NARS Creamy. I'm not impressed. I don't love it. I've tried Giorgio Armani. Not impressed. Don't love it. Everyone swore by Pat McGrath. I've tried that. Did not love it. Anyway, let me know. Let me know. But if it didn't make September, it's because I've already used it. I don't like it for mature skin. Or, look at him, look at me. You are so sweet. Or because it's just been around a really, really long time and people already know how it works. I'm finding that with makeup, we almost cannot keep up with technology. Like every 6 months, there's some kind of new foundation, concealer technology, and new stuff is launching all the time. And I bought almost all of it with my own money, just so you know. But now that I live in Nashville, I'm not getting all those PR boxes. I used to get PR boxes every single day. I'm not getting them anymore because people don't know my new address here, and my neighbors from back home are like, what do I do with these boxes? I'm like, open it and enjoy it. It's yours, because we're not going to pay to ship it. It was all free PR. So until people start getting my new address, I'm going to be buying a lot of stuff with my own money. But I really need floors. You know what I'm saying? This is old carpet here in this house, and ugly, ugly tile out there. Hideous tile from the 90s. I need new floors in this house. So I'm not going to be buying too much, but I'm sure in all these boxes in this room, we can find plenty of stuff to do content on. Okay, enjoy. God loves you. So do I. So does Tate. Say hi, Tate, with his little Halloween tie. Bye for now. It's the battle of the concealers. We have the new Haus Labs and the new Makeup by Mario, but how do they look on mature skin? And more importantly, I'm going to do a wear test so we can see how it looks at the end of the day, because almost all concealers look pretty when you first put them on. The number one thing I see women making the mistake with is they put on way too much. And they put it on here and here, but then they still put it everywhere. So what does that accomplish? Using a fluffy BK Beauty brush, and I'm only putting it where I have discoloration. And then I'm patting it in with my finger. I'm also gonna do just a few dots just to see how it looks during the day. I like to wear a little concealer all over the face, maybe over a tinted SPF or a tinted primer. It's just a lighter, more French look, but I do need that coverage. Don't forget to put some light color in the temples because it actually makes you look more voluminous. Okay. it looks nice. It's not showing texture. It's self-setting, so you don't have to powder, but I don't powder under eyes anyway, not at this age. All right, let's see the next. Comes with this brush. This is a great brush, but I would prefer it for foundation. I found it a little bit too thick and clunky for under the eye. And now to compare. Okay, it's only been a few minutes. Both look very similar, very luminous. I have it all over my face. I'm not wearing foundation today. But 10-time magnification mirror tells a different story. So the Makeup by Mario is maybe settling into my lines. I see a little bit more creasing. You know, you can just go in with your finger and pat it back out, but should that be happening so quickly after just a few minutes? The Haus Labs is not creasing on me, and it might even look a little bit more skin-like, less makeup-y, more skin-like. But you know the true test. How does it look at the end of the day? I will be back tonight. All right, it's been 8 hours, and I've really been analyzing everything in this 10-time magnification mirror. When I look into the mirror right here, the Haus Labs side just looks smoother and better coverage, whereas the Makeup by Mario maybe has kind of lightly worn off in 8 hours. It's definitely worn off around my nose, whereas the Haus Labs stayed on a little bit better. The Makeup by Mario creased a little bit right here in my chin, but this side did not with the Haus Labs. I did have a little bit more creasing. I don't mind that too much. I'm totally fine taking my finger and just pressing it back out. But it didn't crease very much with the Haus Labs, but what did happen, I'm looking really, really close up. It almost looks like the pigment is like sandy. It almost looks like millions of little specks of sand, and it's pigment, and I can see it. But when I look in the mirror, it just looks blurred and diffused. But when I look close up, I can see almost like sandy pigment settling everywhere. Whereas the Makeup by Mario side looks a little bit more skin-like, but it also looks like it is worn off. Also, when I look through this area, which gets very textured on me, which is why I don't like traditional liquid foundation or concealer, the Haus Labs, I look a little bit more dry and cakey than the Mario side. Again, that could have just worn off a little bit better. This is a lighter coverage, maybe a medium coverage. Haus Labs can be medium to full coverage. It's buildable. So overall, what am I saying? I'm probably not helping any of you at all here. I don't think either of these are life-changing, but they're very good. It would be worth trying and seeing what you like. I'm just not a huge concealer person. I wear color corrector every single day of my life under my eyes, and the color corrector just looks like sheen, like skin. So, but I would wear this. Like if I was out in an event, I would wear any one of these to an event. This is very diffused looking, and I mean, they're nice. They're not life-changing, but they're nice. Now, did that just confuse everyone? I think what I need to do is go back, because an 8-hour wear test is not enough. I think I need to go back and do maybe a full day of whole face of Mario and a full day of Haus Labs. So stay tuned, because I will come back and I'll do that down the line, but they're pretty enough. Okay, day 2, 8-hour wear test on Mario versus Haus Lab, except someone suggested I switch eyes, so I did. I don't know why I'm completely obsessed with making these work, but I am not a quitter, and I'm gonna make these work. So today, I set both of my under eyes with the tiniest bit of the new Ma Beauty talc-free powder, and I use this teeny tiny brush, real teeny tiny, okay? I just used a tiny bit of powder right where I crease, right there. That's it. I did a little bit on the sides of the nose. That's it. Then I did a setting spray, the Cali Ray Surf Proof. It is my favorite. Okay, so here we go. I've had them on 8 hours. I carried my magnification mirror outside. I looked at it midday in the sun. Both eyes looked beautiful. A couple hours later, I ran to Ulta. Then I looked at my magnification mirror in the car. Both eyes looked beautiful, but Haus Labs looked almost like perfection out in the natural light. Do you see a difference? I have to say, I think Haus Labs is winning. Not that there's a competition. There's room enough for more concealers in this world, but when I look in the mirror, it's not creasing. Mario's creasing a little bit. It came off the nose a little bit. The Haus Labs is going strong, 8 hours. And when I look in the mirror right here, I'm just more blurred. So I put on the littlest amount. I'm not a full coverage girl, but I'm really leaning towards this Haus Labs. I really think it is a mature woman's good friend. I really do. It's mature skin approved. This one is too, but this one is more mature skin approved. So in my quest to try even more, I'm going back to old school ones that I haven't tried in about a year and a half, 2 years. NARS Creamy, the new Shape Tape Creamy. It's not that new. And the e.l.f. Creamy. Do you want to see? Do you have favorites? What do you want to see? What do you want to see? I feel like we are all chasing that unicorn concealer that I'm not sure exists, but this Haus, it might be the closest unicorn I've found. I decided for the month of September, I'm going to test all concealers against the new Haus Labs. It's so good. So today I'm going to do e.l.f. Camo Creamy because someone asked. Oh, and who am I? I'm Michelle Spieler. I'm an over 25-year professional makeup artist, and I hate concealer, at least on myself. I love it on people in my chair. I just hate it on myself. I'm 56, normal to dry skin. That's all I put on of Haus Labs. That's it. As you can see, I'm using a tiny eyeshadow brush, and I put the concealer only where I have discoloration. And I blend it lightly with the brush and then use my finger to melt it into the skin. Skin blends best on skin. I'm gonna set with the tiniest bit of powder and only where I crease or I need it to really stay on. Now the same thing on the other side. Now this is the first time I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Creamy. I've used the e.l.f. Camo and it didn't work for me. It was way too dry. But I like this texture. It did look creamy at close up. This one also with the tiniest bit of powder. Only where I placed it, not everywhere. And setting spray, because I always use setting spray. All right, the only thing I put on my face is just a lip pencil, the new Ilia pencils, and the Milani tubing mascara. I don't have any foundation on, just the concealer. And it's only been about 10 minutes and already the Haus Labs just looks like skin and the e.l.f. is looking more like makeup. But you know what? I'll be back in 8 hours to tell you how it looks. Okay, it's been a little over 8 hours. Let's look and see. Okay, so the e.l.f. is visibly dry and cakey. It's not horrible. I've seen worse. It's not horrible, and it's settling into all of my pores. Haus Labs looks like skin. It's not dewy. It's not matte. It just looks like skin. Stayed on my nose, not settling into pores. Good job, Haus Labs. Okay, the whole month of September, I'm going to test everything against Haus Labs. This is my benchmark. We'll see what compares. So let me know in comments what you would like to see tested against Haus Labs. But this is just so good. The entire month of September, I am comparing concealers. My number one is Haus Labs, their new concealer, and today I'm testing it against Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy. Let's see who looks better after an 8-hour wear test. And who am I? I'm Michelle Spieler. I'm a 30-year professional makeup artist, and I don't like concealer on me. I love it on other people. The trick to wearing it naturally on mature skin is to put it only where you have discoloration, and I'm using a tiny eyeshadow brush to blend it in. Looks great. Same placement, and using the tiny brush, I cleaned it in between products and just blending it where I need it. Both look good. I just did a light misting of Cali Ray Surf Spray all over my whole face. I'm letting it dry. Now I'm going in with a little Ma Beauty talc-free powder. Taking another type of eyeshadow brush, I'm only putting the powder where I need it and where I crease. Just tiny, tiny amounts on both sides so that we can see if it creases. What do you think? Do you see a big difference yet? Okay, it's over 8 hours. I have my magnification mirror, and the Haus Labs, it looks like skin. It maybe has a couple little creases, like I'm talking razor thin. You'd have to get real close to see it, but it still has blurred my under eye and it looks like skin, and it stayed on the nose pretty well, and it looks good right through here. The creamy Tarte, Tape Shape Creamy, it is separating everywhere, and I can see it. It's a little bit cakey. It's cakey all through here, here, and down here. So from far away, it has a nice sheen because it's ultra creamy, but real close up, it's all breaking up and it's cakey. So once again, Haus Labs is the winner. What should I do next? It's a battle of the concealers. Today, the reigning Haus Labs on this side and the Tower 28 on this side. I think they're pretty close matches. And who am I? I'm an over 25-year professional makeup artist, and I don't like concealer on me. I love it on you. I don't love it on me. Oh, and I was criticized for putting it directly on my face. So we're going to do my hand with this little brush. How do you like that, user XJ91052? So before I pat it in with my finger, I only have it right here where I have darkness and a little bit out here. I don't want it underneath the whole eye, and you never want to go too close to the lashes because it's going to make your eyes look smaller. It's not natural. Okay, with what was left over, I went down the side of my nose, my chin, above my eyebrow, my temple, and a tiny bit right here on my cheek. Just a little bit everywhere. Pat it out with my fingers. Now let's try Tower 28. A little goes a long way with this. Tower 28 feels a lot like Kosas going on, but maybe has a little bit more coverage. And now it's time to lightly powder where we crease, just lightly. See how I'm just putting it right where I crease, and then I'm going to go around my nose with it because I have it around my nose. I'll be back in 8 hours. All right, it's a little over 8 hours. You can see some of my purple is peeking through a little bit. When I look real close up in my magnification mirror, this is the Tower 28 side, I do see it caught in all of my fine little lines, and it looks dry. The Haus Labs looks a little bit more radiant. I don't see it in lines, and it just kind of blends more seamlessly into my skin. I don't think it's necessarily a shade that is making it blend. I think it has more of a sheen, so it blends into skin. Because remember, I'm not wearing any foundation today, just concealer. It did wear off on the nose, on both sides. It wore off everywhere, but it looks nice, and the color under the eyes still looks nice. For this, I still see some purple peeking through, and I'm looking much drier on this side. So once again, the reigning champ is still Haus Labs for the month of September. Okay, next up, it's a battle of the concealers, and up today is the reigning Haus Labs. Nothing has beat it this month for September. And Natasha Denona, because so many of you have asked and so many mature women have raved about it. And who am I? I'm an over 25-year professional makeup artist, and I hate concealer on me. It's fine with people in my chair, but I hate it on me. Just a few dots on inner outer eye. I use a tiny eyeshadow brush to blend it in, and I love to use my finger to really melt it into the skin because skin blends best on skin. Haus Labs is so pretty. Same deal on the other side. I always keep these comparisons completely the same. That looks really pretty. Now I'm setting both sides with a little bit of the Ma Beauty talc-free powder. And I'm only putting it where I crease and then right around my pores right here. And I'm doing trace amounts on both sides to make it an even playing field. It looks so good. Okay, I have a 7-hour road trip today. I'm going to Nashville to take the keys of my new home that I just bought. And I will report later, maybe after 8 hours, how the wear test is. Who do you think's gonna win? Okay, I just got to my friend's house. It is 5:30 back home, but in Tennessee it's 4:30. But it's 5:30, so it's officially been 8.5 hours. And I always have a magnification mirror in my purse. And I'm looking, and my Haus Labs eye, it looks nice. It has a beautiful sheen. I can't tell where it starts and stops, and it's not caught in any lines. It looks great. I come over to Natasha Denona, and there's less sheen, but it's caught in all my little lines. I don't know if you could see that. Let me see. Nope. It's in all my lines. It's caught in all of my lines. And I can't see it to the naked eye, but I get this mirror out and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's caught in all of my fine little lines. So there you go. Once again, Haus Labs wins. It's the reigning champ. Okay, this is my final comparison for the month of September. Haus Labs has been reigning supreme. Let's see how the Dior Forever compares. I am not wearing makeup today. I'm driving home from Nashville to pack up my North Carolina house. So we're just gonna do the tiniest bit of concealer. That's it. I decided to just use fingers today, but it'll be a fair comparison on both sides. It has a nice sheen. And now Dior Forever Skin Perfect, and this is shade 2WP Warm Peach. Ooh, a little goes a long way. Holy moly. I actually think I like my fingers better. Okay, both look really good. I didn't use a brush because I'm in an empty home in Nashville. I'm driving home to North Carolina. I have a 7-hour drive. Let's see how it looks in about 8 hours. Okay, it's 12 hours later. My family's asleep. It's been a long, long day. I was about to take my makeup off and then I forgot, oh, I gotta test and see how these look. So I am happy to report. Ooh. I think I have a little more color peeking through here on the Haus Labs, but it still looks like beautiful sheen. There is absolutely no creasing. It's really beautiful, and I'm wanting to try this now in some deeper colors and maybe one with a little peach in it, because the Dior one is stunning and it's deeper and it's peach and I have less color breaking through. It is really, really beautiful. I would say the Haus Labs maybe blurs a little more, but holy moly, I think we may have a tie. What I'm gonna do now is I need to get the Haus Labs in a deeper peacher color, and then we'll see the true test, but I am very, very impressed with this Dior. So I think we have a tie.